TVA Severe Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Chelsea Brown.
It wasn't the sunniest day out there, Alan, but we are feeling those cooler temperatures.
Yeah, this afternoon, lots of cloud coverage across much of the deep south with some cooler temperatures. Felt really nice and refreshing out there today as we only topped out in the mid-70s. Mid-60s out there at this hour, currently 66 degrees live in Tupelo with a soft breeze out of the north to northeast at 8 miles per hour. Highs today, as mentioned, only 74 there for Tupelo. Felt really good, and cloud coverage was a big factor in keeping those numbers down for us, well below our average for this time of the year. And that's a trend that could continue as we head into the upcoming week. More on that in a second. But right now, some of these numbers not quite as low as they were on your Friday going to the overnight, but still, we're mid-60s there, 64 currently in Houston, 68 down in Columbus. And by daybreak on your Sunday morning, a good number of spots will be at that threshold of the low 60s and even a few upper 50s still likely out there along the northern sections of the area. Storm track Doppler, though, is quiet. We're not tracking any showers or storms. It's still much too dry for any such activity, but there could be some changes as we look ahead at some key factors we'll have to keep a close eye on in the next few days. Three of them mainly that we'll be watching. Of course, we've already been talking about Tropical Storm Beta. We're watching an area of high pressure to the north of us that could become more influential in the next few days. And we're also going to keep one eye on major hurricane, I should say, Teddy, that is out in the central Atlantic. Now, that storm won't have direct impacts on it, but it could indirectly affect us by kind of shaking the board up here and allowing that high pressure to build a little bit further to the south, which may keep Tropical Storm Beta from working its way into our area quite as quickly as it otherwise could. Latest on Beta, since this afternoon, the storm did have a flare-up of convective activity kind of down just to the south of Lake Charles, Louisiana, and the north-central Gulf. But notice as we've gone into this evening, a lot of that has fizzled out. The system's been struggling with some wind shear, some dry air aloft. Both things are very hostile to the development of tropical systems. So doesn't look like it has as good of a chance as what we were thinking earlier of getting to hurricane status. That's one of the big changes here with the forecast track. Latest one from the National Hurricane Center keeps Beta as a tropical storm. Still likely to bring a lot of rainfall, though, with the potential for flash flooding to sections of the Texas and Louisiana Gulf Coast. And notice how big that cone is. That, again, just speaks to the uncertainty or the lack of confidence we have with regards to where the system is going to go, how fast it's going to get there. So just stay tuned and don't get your hopes up too much for a lot of beneficial rainfall later in the week. We're going to be conservative with those amounts going forward, at least until we get a little bit more confidence. Tomorrow, dry, back in the low 80s, a little bit warmer, I think, for most spots for your Sunday afternoon highs, but still a great day to get outside and capitalize on the good weather conditions. Here's a quick breakdown of it on Storm Tracker. You'll notice more sunshine as we roll into early Sunday morning there with just a few thin clouds up in the Tennessee neck of the woods. No showers or storms, though, to track in the southern half of the area. Most of those likely to dry up. And, Nicole, the best news is I've been able to drop a few more of those temperatures back. I kind of peeled us back out of the 80s on maybe one or two afternoons, keeping some low 50s as well in the morning with rain chances, only very low ones coming back by Wednesday.
Definitely excited about those cooler temperatures. Thank you so much, Alan.